Hello and welcome back to Will's World Reviews and more. Yeah, very excited. Sorry it's been a while, guys, but that's because 1 week ago today, my beautiful daughter, Hermione Isabel, was born. So, yes, she's already been well introduced into the world of wrestling, and to celebrate that, we've got quite a few figures to show off that I've actually picked up in the last week. So, you're kind of probably wondering how I've had time to do that, but some of them were eBay purchases, some of them were kind of second-hand purchases, but I'll show you them and we can kind of go through them as we go. But as you can see, I'm very, very proud father. So that might mean that some of my videos are a bit kind of spaced out, but after this, I haven't really got any more figure reviews coming up for a while. I might do some collection reviews, and then it'll be back to the WWE Network, so I should be able to post them a lot more frequently because I'll have a bit more time when mine is sleeping. But until then, I thought I'd show these figures off, new figures, to you guys. So the first one I'm going to show you is one that I've actually been through a lot to get. I ordered it at the end of January, and it only came last week. Just on time, but it's the figure I've been wanting for a long while, and it is the SummerSlam Heritage CM Punk in the Bret Hart attire. So pleased that this finally came in the post, because for a long time I thought it wasn't ever going to come, and then that would mean I have to try and find it somewhere else. But I actually got this for a decent price, £15, including shipping. So, you know, in the end I can't complain, and because it was one I wanted so much for so long, I really am pleased. You can see his attire, and on the back, a head scan that was used quite a bit, but it doesn't really matter. I'm so glad I picked that up eventually, and this will be the pièce de résistance of my CM Punk collection. Although I am still looking for the Randy Savage figure, Randy Savage attire. Whether I can pick that up on its own or with Randy Savage's, it doesn't really matter. I'm okay to have it loose. I also probably would eventually pick up the SES ringside exclusive if I can find it for a decent amount of price. I know there's one loose on eBay. It went for like 20 odd quid in the end, and I just didn't have that to kind of go. A bit of a scratch on the paintwork there, but in general a really nice figure, and one I'm so pleased to have. Continuing on with my Punks, which I'm collecting because he is my favourite wrestler. My favourite modern wrestler anyway. These ones I picked up off eBay, and the first, well, not the first one I got, the last one I got, which only came today, is the Royal Rumble Punk in the red attire. Picked this up because I really like red on CM Punk. I think it's a nice paintwork on this, and it's nice to have him in his long hair as well. So that's one I picked up. And then the other two, that was £10 including shipping, which I didn't mind paying because I wanted that one. The other two that I've got came in a lot together, which I got for 99p plus £2 postage. So not bad at all. And this is Basic 58. No, Basic 33, sorry. Superstar 58. CM Punk. Different head scan on here. And he's got his kind of red and white and blue attire, USA attire on there. No artwork on the boots or anything, but a really nice figure nonetheless to add to the collection. And the reason I was bidding on that lot anyway was because of this, and that's the Over the Limit Punk with the camouflage attire. So I really wanted that one. Some scratches on the back, which ain't great, but as soon as I'm moving forward, I'm not bothered. And you can see it has SES on the boots. Very nice indeed. So that completes my Punk collection for now, which goes with the Elite Punk that I got, and also the first Jax, well, not the first Jax, but the t-shirt Jax figure of him that I got. So it's a nice kind of collection of Punks that I've got now. Let's put them down so they're nice and steady, and then the rest of these I picked up, or Rather, they were picked up for me. Some of them were from the second-hand market, so we'll get to them. Put CM Punk's down. So the first one is a Jax Kurt Angle in his tracksuit bottom. Now, the reason I picked this figure up off the second-hand market was because I do generally like to have even amount of wrestlers. Not just because of that, because I think I had this as a kid. I seem to remember it, and also it's an attire for Kurt Angle that I remember him being on TV with when he suplexed somebody. Can't remember who it was. So when I first got into wrestling in 2001, this was what he used to wear, and he was having a big push at the time. And it was nice just to have a Kurt Angle figure. I may pick up a bald Kurt figure if I get a chance, but this is how I remembered him. It's when he started shaving his head. That's when I kind of stopped watching it. So just a plain Jax figure for £1. I'm not complaining one little bit. Now the next one is really interesting. Picked it up from the same stall on the market, and for £1 again, it is Basic 5, I believe, Batista. A Mattel figure for £1, one quite old as well. And the artwork on this is really, really good for a basic. That's what really stood out to me. You can see his back tattoo, and he's got his artwork on his trunks, and he's got it on his side, on his arm, and that stuff that's usually reserved for elites now. But for a basic figure, a really nice figure, and for £1, I'm not complaining whatsoever. Not a massive fan of Batista, but you know, for £1, I was picking it up, that's for sure. So I might head back to that stall in future and see if I can find any more Mattels. It mainly is Jax there. This was a real surprise, and I'm really glad I picked it up in the end. That adds to my collection. And the other two are just ones that my mum picked up. She went to an antique fair. She knows I'm into a big wrestling fix at the moment. And apparently the lady had loads in the morning, but by the time she got there was only 2 left. So I actually had to post on a forum to find out who these guys were, because like I said, I was out of wrestling for a long while. But she picked these up. So apparently we've got Armando Estrada. Don't know much about him. Apparently he's quite a common figure as well, so not much to show about with them guys. That's that. Yep. And the other one was Layla, which I believe this is a really poor figure, because she's, you know, her hair wasn't always like that, and she wasn't as dark skinned as this. So again, a bit of a strange one, but these are only £1 each, so they'll go in the back of my collection, shall we say. And but still, it's nice to have another 2 figures to add to it. So that's it, guys. They're my figure pickups. Like I said, sorry it's been a while. I'll be now going to organise them, and then eventually I might do a new collection overview. But until then, you know, keep posted, and I'm sure I'll be back soon with my Fastlane match predictions once they release the full card, which should be soon. And then we'll be doing the review of Fastlane at the weekend. So until then, guys, thanks for watching. Keep liking, subscribing, and commenting. And keep it real. Peace.